Another day, another vlog. Chaos ensuing at the moment. Sorry, a bit late tonight. We had a meeting after work and we blew out in an hour and 20 minutes into overtime, and we won't get paid for it. But twice a year, I guess you got to put it up. You can't do much about it. But it's a busy day because first rains rock up. Now, if you're unfamiliar, I guess, with Australian seasons. The top of Australia doesn't have winter and the 4 seasons. I wouldn't have a clue what that is. I still haven't seen snow 45 years, nearly 46 years of being alive, and never seen. I think I seen it when I was about 5 or 6, and I don't. Who the hell remembers when they're that old? I don't remember anything from 16 down. So I'm pretty much lived in the heat my whole life. Wet season and dry season is what we call it. For the top of Australia, and for probably the top third of Australia, I guess, is probably the best way to look at it. So 6 months a year, it's dry, so that's sort of cold temperatures, so just basically there's no rain, it's cooler. It might drop down to like a freezing 18 degrees Celsius, that's cold for us up there. And then summer, it's always 40s with ridiculous amounts of humidity, 80, 90, 100% humidity, at 36 to 40 to 50 degrees, depending on where you are. So it's the first rain is huge. So October, November's generally build up. If you live in the territory, October's like the worst month of the year. That's build up. They call it silly season, mango madness. It's when everyone starts getting into punch-ups and fighting each other because the heat just breaks you. It builds up, it gets muggy and just sweat and sweat and sweat. And then nothing happens, it doesn't rain. So that first decent rain where it sort of breaks the drought, I guess, that is huge. And it was pretty much, we've had little bits, like a couple of mil here, little showers, but it was a solid, site-wide, and the whole area of the Pilbara looks like it's under a bit of cloud, and it's had a decent amount of rain. Yesterday it rained up, I think it said it rained up north of Karanjini yesterday. They got like 70 mil or something up near the coast. And we got nothing, and it was really sort of disappointing. And then today, we didn't get 70 mil, that would have been amazing. But we probably got at least 5, maybe 10 mil if we were lucky. That's a good little start. It's a good opener. The whole mine looks wet. There's puddles everywhere, which is a great thing because tomorrow's shift change. So we get to shoot out. Me and Benny are going to be shooting out again. Hopefully I can get some reflections. I want to really try and show off that rock this year and the colours that come out when it is wet. So hopefully there's still a heap of cloud around above. Hopefully we can get some more rain tonight, or it's just a steady drizzle. That'd be perfect. And then we'll get up early in the morning, go for a bit of a scout and a bit of a hike and see if we can get some beautiful photos. So that should, hope, fingers crossed, if it still stays wet, we should get some good, it should be a really good video. I don't know where I go because we did the Canyon loop not last week, I think it was, but I don't know if we go there. I've got to work it out in your head. Busy at work, so it's a bit hard to sort of plan the next day. So see how we go. Other than that, not a massive amount of tech news. Little bits and pieces floating around. Some funky bits I wanted to talk about. Obviously, Black Friday sales sort of underway. DJI should be tomorrow, 25th. Now, I'm not sure if that's 25th. Which country that's in. I'm hopeful that's 25th for us, so it should be tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. The biggest problem I have with that is it's got an inkling. I've looked all over the internet to see if DJI, because I was looking at a possible upgrade of the Mavic Mini. I've only just got it, but if I could roll it over through a Black Friday, 20% off a Mini 2, get that down from, I think they're $950. If I could get 20% off that, that's like a decent bargain, a couple of $100 off. It is cheaper on Amazon, I will say that. The Mini 2, I think it's $850 for the Fly More combo. So if you are chasing one, that's probably your best bet. I'm trying to get a camera, and Australia, we have got shit deals. I have to say it, it's shit. They're terrible. Canon Australia, because they've stopped selling on their website, they're not doing any deals. So the shops have got control of the deals, and there's no deals. Like the RP you can get on a thing, but the body's like $1,500. I can get, for the same money in the States, I can get the RP with a 24 to 105 combo deal, like with cards and everything, for $1,350. So yeah, we're getting a little bit shafted here on the camera. We always do. You live on an island with only 20 million people. It makes it hard to sort of get any sort of shopping power, I guess, is the main thing. But there are some good deals out there. There's plenty there. If you have, I hope you have. The biggest thing is don't just get caught up in the sales and buy it to buy it. You should hopefully have already been writing down the prices for everything and looking at the stuff over the last couple of months and planning for this day so you can actually save yourself a good couple $100. Some have deals, but yeah, there's been some things like DJI is only doing a little bit, and I've got a funny feeling the Mini 2 isn't going to have much of a discount on it, which is disappointing. I know they're advertising up 30, and you see some with 46% off. I think the 46% off is actually for the affiliates. It's not for just generic public. And it's probably going to be an accessory that's $10 they're going to give you for $5 or something. So we'll all see tomorrow or late tonight. Actually, I think you'll find it's late tonight for the DJI stuff. If you're looking for a drone, Autel, I didn't see they didn't have anything on their site. Drone-wise, there's a lot of FPV places. If you are looking to get a drone and you want to get into maybe FPV or some other stuff, go see Captain Drone. He's got a big special on Black Friday sales. I found one of those little tiny FPV with the full kit and everything, and it was with the sale on, it was like 30-40% off. It worked out to be like $130 Australian with like goggles, controller, the whole works. So there is some great deals. Go see the Captain Drone. He's done a whole video on it. If you're looking for a drone stuff, that's pretty cool. Now, away from the drones, obviously, I'll stay on the drones for one last thing. A lot of Mavic 3 rumours, specs and stuff getting thrown around. I did watch one video where a young fella was trying his hardest, and obviously, as we do, we're trying to find the stuff, and obviously, it's these companies don't want to release out any leaks as much as possible. And he had a whole video on the date that it was going to be released, the Mavic 3. We already said that it's going to be first quarter, maybe around the March area. So everyone sort of knew that, and he released the video the other day, confirmed dates, locked and loaded, and his confirmed dates was summer, which is like I think for the Northern Hemisphere, it's like 4 months of the year or something ridiculous, so just crazy. Not really much hope in that. Now there's other ones there about 360, using 360-degree drones, but I think they'll need to sort of partner up with an Insta360 or another company or buy that technology, and they're not really a 360-degree company. So I don't think that's going to happen. One rumor I do want to talk about, which I think is actually really possible and more highly than likely, they already have a relationship with Hasselblad. The 1-inch sensor on the Mavic 2 is a Hasselblad lens. Look, that's probably the best option, and the rumour that they're saying is interchangeable lenses on the Mavic 2 or Mavic 3. So that will be pretty cool come March. I'm thinking that's the sort of thing. They go up to a 6K sensor, and then you chuck the ability to put individual primes or prime lenses on there, say a wide angle, ultra wide, or a telephoto with automatic focus. That's going to be a game changer in the drone industry, and I think that's probably something that's feasible. Again, this is all a guesstimate. There's just a few rumours floating around about it, but I think you could have a little bag with like 4 or 5 different lenses, a fisheye, which is sort of be a similar feel to a 360. You could do a good zoom one, so you could put it on and zoom right in from say 200 meters up and get right in close. A nice wide. And that wouldn't be too expensive. You get Hasselblad to do them. It would suit him with the Pro moniker, and it's a premium drone. It's $2.5 grand entry point plus all your gear, so $3,000. Chuck another $500-600 worth of lenses on. I don't think that's too unrealistic. So possibly, maybe, we never know. But all we know conclusively is around the March area, end of the first quarter, we should see something from DJI for the Mavic 3. So yeah, look, pretty cool. I think that'll go well. It's not going to be for the entry levels, your base starters. It's going to be the guys that use it all the time, your pro creators that are out there doing stuff daily, in and out, and actually using it as a business tool. So I think that's probably a good guesstimate. What do you reckon? Yeah, now YouTube Shorts. If you haven't heard of YouTube Shorts, I've just started getting in it the last couple of days. If you are subscribed, and you may have seen a few of these little short videos off my phone, and that I guess it's basically it's TikTok for YouTube. TikTok as a platform boomed, went crazy. Little Nas, Old Town Road, all started from TikTok. There's just massive amounts of creators being created. You've now got Instagram Reels. What's the other one? I think Twitter does some stuff. So it's all sort of going down that sort of same sort of short, quick, sharp, make someone smile, move on to the next one. That seems to be what the content that people want. They don't have time to sit there and possibly watch a 10-minute video on beautiful Pilbara or something like that. So I'm just looking at different aspects and something different, and it seems like it's going okay. You hear some reports of people booming and stuff. And look, to be honest, I've put about 4 or 5 videos, and one's already got like 2,500 views. So it can happen. It's definitely worth looking into. There's a few videos on there. I'm probably going to do something in regards to how you go about it and how you set it up. So stay tuned on that. I may film that this week and then try and maybe get it up next week for you as well as a bit of a bonus video along with the normal photography stuff. So yeah, definitely check it out. If you can't really see it if you're on a computer, but if you're on your phone, scroll down below whatever video, you can sort of see your video and all the normal stuff. You sort of bypass all the information. Scroll up a bit and you'll see all these things, all the shorts, and you go in there and it'll just randomly take you to all different stuff, and you can find some really funky stuff. There's some pretty cool stuff on there, so go check that out. Panasonic Apple Airpods, massive, big deal. 2 little AirPods, no cord. Obviously, at some stage, you're going to lose one. I think it's become that big of a problem in New York, Tokyo, on the train stations. That people that have got down to try and get their pods and got hit by trains and all that sort of stupid stuff over a set of AirPods. They are, in their defence, they are not cheap. So I can understand wanting to get down and get it. But apparently there's so many sitting on these train tracks now that Japanese councils and government went to Panasonic and said, can you help us out? We need to be able to pick these things up safely. So they designed an actual AirPod vacuum. And it's like little tubes that sort of sucks the stems up the tube. It puts the vacuum on, pick them up, put them in your bag, and then I'm assuming they're going to recycle them or bin them or whatever, but they take them off the tracks. Pretty funky. It's crazy in society. You think there's something $300 that there's enough of them being dropped and lost by people. Imagine you have to constantly pay for pods if you lost them. That'd be just insane. Very funny. Imagine the money market. I remember being a kid going to golf courses and jumping in the lakes to get all the golf balls, because then you can sell them to the pro shop and make some cash. Are AirPods the new golf balls? I don't know. It's very interesting. And lucky last, oh, no, not lucky last, second last, my apologies. Sigma, another new lens coming. It's a DN, that's about all I did have a chance to find. Again, I was busy today. DN, so it's a mirrorless designed lens. December the 1st, go to their YouTube page, you'll be able to find it and set the reminder. I'm never going to even think, because they've got this, yet again, the same thing. New products released. It's probably just going to be one lens, as they've done for the last few, so I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. Don't know what it is. I'll do a bit more research over the next few days and see if I can find out what the rumours are about what it could be. I'm assuming it's going to be another Sony lens. Sigma hasn't really done much on the Canon side for a fair bit, so it'll be interesting to see what this one is. And then last but not least, from Canon Rumours, EOS R5S. Now, we long reported about a high megapixel version of the R5, and I think it's well, we've heard before 90 megapixels is sort of roundabout figure, double what the actual the sensor on the R5 is, which is 45. So that sounds fairly reasonable and possibility. They're also saying now larger EVF and larger resolution. Geez, my English is going to terrible town. I've been going terrible town. And no time frame on this. But it is apparently out in the field getting tested by Canon ambassadors. So if you know a Canon ambassador, you probably might have seen this brand new amazing camera. It probably looks like an R5 and feels like an R5. It probably is an R5, but it's now just had all the guts of it updated and boosted out. Now, a few of the guys on the forums were saying that, you know, what sort of video, they went straight to what sort of video. I can't see it actually being a video camera. I'd be more likely, I think, if you're going to double megapixels, Sony A7S III is a prime example of video. You do not need megapixels. 12 megapixels for that, and it's the best one on the market by a long shot. There's nothing close to it. Doesn't matter what brand or team you're with, that camera kicks ass. It just smashes the competition out of the water. So video camera wise, I don't think you need that now. And also, why would you make a bigger EVF that you're going to look through? You don't film video on a mirrorless camera like this, do you? It's just not going to happen. It's going to be that one. They normally have the Astro one. You've got the video one, which is the R5. That's your video version, the 8K video and all that stuff. Yeah, it didn't work, but that's your video one. This is going to be the landscape photographer's wet dream, without a doubt. 90 megapixels, bracket that with a vertical, and you get a panorama. It's probably going to be around the 10 gig mark. It's going to be ridiculous, the file size, when you get a few stitches, but the details, which is what landscape photography is all about. If you want to give one to me, that'd be appreciated. I'd love to have one if they do come out. Canon, I'll give it a test. But I'd really love to get my hands on something like that. That would be amazing. It'd be similar to a medium format, say a phase 1. They go around the 100 megapixel mark, 200 megapixels. Once they get there, it's all sort of medium format sort of spec, or your phase 1s and all those crazy $50,000 cameras. So I'm assuming it's going to be around the 8 to 9,000 US. So probably going to come just under the new R1. Which should be around the 10 to 11,000 Australian. So I'm thinking maybe around the 9 to 10 mark. But yeah, looking forward to it. No rush, but I don't think it's going to be coming anytime soon. Possible, I guess the best case scenario is second half of 2021. We may get it because I have the R1 out. This may be getting developed alongside that one and rolled out with the R1. So that would be a logical, reasonable solution, I would have thought. Rightio, we're done and dusted. Now, because I'm going to be out shooting tomorrow, I'm probably not going to do a video tomorrow because I'll be at work tomorrow night, shift change. I will see you all, what's tomorrow, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Sounds good. Rightio, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you tomorrow. That way, not that way, but that way. Peace.